Hi, I'm Wendy Yellen. This is the Art of Transformation. And today, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to tell you stories about real people that I know you'll be able to relate to. And my intention is to give you hope about the discrepancy between what you say you want and what you're actually doing on the outside. So, this is about ways we get stuck in not doing what we say we want to do. And these are real life examples, changed a little bit so that you, to preserve anonymity, so that you can relate to what's going on with them in terms of what's going on inside you when there's a discrepancy between when you say you want to do something and you don't do it. Before I go on, please like and subscribe. You'll get notified right away of new videos, and it really helps, so I appreciate it. I'm going to talk today about high functioning, looking great from the outside, really wonderful people, just like you, who are also having trouble doing the things that are important and that they say they want to do, but just aren't doing. So, for example, meditating more, doing yoga more, making their marketing efforts work and actually doing them, taking better care of their team, being kinder to their partner, cleaning off the desk, exercising, eating healthier, taking the steps they need to take in order to be more successful. Anything like that, which is going on inside you right now, I hope you will find some solace, some perspective, and some hope in that things can change for you too, no matter how long it's been going on. And by the way, you might want to look at the video that I made just before this, where it'll take you through an exercise that'll help you to see what's going on inside of you and to understand better what's going on inside of you and how we can open that up. We're really talking about human nature, and this is something that you can actually do something about without having to discipline yourself or gird your loins or anything like that. All right, so some brief stories. The first story is about a man who's quite successful in his business and gets lots of repeat business. So you know that his clients really appreciate him and trust him, but he has this terrible habit of delay in pretty much everything that he does. Delay of going to the doctor, delay of making sure that he takes the steps in his business that'll take him forward, delay of hiring someone to help him in his business, and so forth. And of course, what this does is it delays his progress. It delays his success. Everything is like pulling teeth, so to speak. Now, he was successful despite this, but you can understand how difficult it might have been for other people around him to have to, quote unquote, put up with this and wait and wait and wait, especially, for example, people that were concerned about his health because he wasn't seeing the doctors that he needed to do. So again, he looks great from the outside, has a beautiful life and family, but this is going on inside. So that's one example. Let's take another example. This woman is a lovely, lovely entrepreneur who is quite successful. And yet what she delays is hiring people who would actually support her in her business. Putting together proposals to to people that have reached out to her for new business. So she's delaying new business, which is what she wants more than anything. Sound familiar? She also delays taking care of herself. So she needs to do XYZ and do some self-care that would help her to sleep and eat better and feel better and be more healthy. And she just postpones it. Now, these are things that are high priority for her and are high value to her. And yet she's not doing it. Again, familiar? Of course, some aspect of this is, because we all do this. Another example would be a practitioner of a deep kind of inner work, inner and outer work. The number one thing that she wants to do for herself is to do more of her own work herself. You probably can relate to that too, right? And yet, when the house needs cleaning or something else needs to be done, those things always take priority for her. She's always doing them first. They call her attention, they're lower priority for her, and yet she does them first. See, none of this stuff makes sense, and yet it is so much what we do as human beings. And I'm hoping, as you see, that these are actually successful people who, again, look great on the outside, which you probably do too. It's the inside stuff we're talking about. All right, I'll take another person. This woman is so filled with heart. She just, it flows out of her. And she has many heart projects that are very, very dear to her heart that she wants to do. But world events and difficult situations in other people, not in her own life, but in other people, overtake her mind, get her all hot and bothered. And it's like her mind goes to those other situations, other people, things that actually aren't affecting her personally, but are important to her. And she cannot get her focus off of those things to be able to come back to herself and actually do the heart projects, the projects close to her heart that would be so delicious and meaningful for her. And so her time is zapped and her energy is zapped and her mind space is all filled up with these agitations that don't take her where she wants to go. I'm sure that's familiar in some ways. And finally, very high-powered, very successful executive who always puts herself last in terms of sleep, last in terms of how she eats, last in terms of things like yoga and a practice that sustains her, a spiritual practice that sustains her, that's really important to her, puts spending time with her loved one last. She cannot stop herself. It's like a hamster wheel, and the wheel is going, and she just is going and going and going. She's really intelligent. She knows she's doing this. It just gets worse and worse and worse, and she can't stop it. So I hope you're not too depressed listening to all of this. Actually, I'm telling you before stories of the way people were feeling when they started working with me and how they presented. Again, beautiful, wonderful, great, successful on the outside, but suffering a lot on the inside. Now, I talked in the last video, which I'm pointing to here, that you could go back and listen to, that there are very understandable explanations about why this happens, why we can't delay what we most need to do, why we can't do the things we most need to do, and instead we delay it for what's quick and easy, or what's really triggering us, what's really pulling us, even though we want to go in another direction. each of these people has moved remarkably, beautifully, happily into a different aspect of their life in many, many areas, and as almost unrecognizable from where they started. But for now, what I would love for you to do, what I'm suggesting you do for this video exercise, is to really take a look at what are your inside-outside discrepancies. Don't just list the negative, but list what people see, what you know people see, even if you don't believe it, what you know people see and experience about you from the outside, and what they expect, what they think, just like I was saying about all these people. And take in, if you can, that this truly is the human dilemma. This is what we do as human beings. And if you look around at the world, you can see the proof of it. And yes, we will be addressing in multiple ways how to soften this discrepancy. But what I would like for you to do right now is to really take in that there is a difference between the outside and the inside. So many times all people do is you see just the inside, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. It would be really helpful for you to see what other people have told you or you suspect they're taking in. Maybe you have awards or accolades or people having told you very positive things about yourself. And maybe you couldn't take them in. So see if you can take them in now. And that's it for now. I'll see you on the next recording.